Alright guys, so today what we're going to do is we're going to make another light kit for the Fumo F4. This one's a little bit different than our last one. I'm going to figure out a way to connect them all together so you can see the different versions that we make. But this one's going to be cool. It's going to be like a quick connect collar made from the same stainless steel rings that we've used in a couple other tutorials. The same 50-50 reel of RGB. So if you followed any of these, you probably have a whole reel and you're like, what am I going to do with all these? Well, let's make some more light kits, right? Okay guys, so the first step on this project is we need to remove our retaining screw in our tightener. Okay, so go ahead and take those off. Alright guys, so we've taken off our screw, or we've unscrewed our clamp here, our stainless steel clamp. What we're going to do now, just go ahead and cut this off. And what we want to do is actually cut about, when it rests and it kind of finds its place where it's been bent to, we want to cut out maybe a third of the ring. And what's going to happen here, I'll show you, when this is off. Okay, imagine those are cut. What's going to happen is when we're using our F4, we're actually going to slip it over like a collar, and then we're going to let the tension hold it nice and tight against our F4. So now what we need to do is cut these off. Alright guys, so we've got our stainless steel clamp all ready to receive our lights. What we need to do now is go ahead and measure out a length of lights for our LEDs. Imagine we don't have this. I assume you guys are not going to have a connector on it, so we're going to move forward as if there isn't one. What you need to do is measure out your LEDs and take into account your connection box for your LED connectors. And what you want is for that to sit flat on your ring. Okay, you don't want any like tension, you want it hanging over here, doing anything like that. You want that nice and stable, because this is where you're going to have issues down the road if there's tension and things of that nature. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around. Okay, so go ahead and measure out your LEDs. Alright, so that'll actually work out well. So I'll go ahead and cut right there, so I'll just mark it with my pen. Alright, and now I'm going to cut my LEDs, shave off the silicone, and connect my connector. So I'll be right back with that. If you want to see how that's done, we have a separate tutorial that goes through the details of that, okay? Great. Alright guys, so now what we've done, we've got our LED strip cut, our connector attached, and then I went ahead and sealed my other end of this with some silicone. While I wait for that silicone to dry and waterproof this, I'm going to go ahead and paint my coupler black. So what we want to do now is, these come with adhesive backing, the LED strips, but I want to use this two-stage epoxy. This will have a much stronger bond, last a lot longer, because we're going to be doing a lot of flexing on this, okay? I don't really trust that really cheap adhesive here. And then we're going to go ahead and mount this. I'm going to save my fingers from sticking. I actually forgot one thing. I also want to take my wire here, I'm going to wrap it back around. So I want to epoxy that as well. Wrap it back around, take this off. Alright, so what I'll do now is I'll just go ahead and let this dry. Okay, so now what? Now what do we do with it? Well, we've got paint peeling too. We've got our little brackets, a little tacky still, sorry about that. What we need to do is test it. So we're going to grab our 3-button LED controller, and we will plug that into the back here. Like so. And we'll connect one of our power supplies. Test the button, doesn't work, flip it over. Test the button, doesn't work. Turn the battery on. And there we go, we have a little collar. So now what do we do? Alright, well, let's grab our Fumo F4. And like I said, it works like a collar. I could leave it here if I wanted to, or you can just let it stretch and grab the bottom of your base. And then rust that's off. So Jason, hit the lights really quickly so you get an idea how bright this is. That's pretty good. There you go, guys. Quick and easy, dirty, and well, pretty darn cool.
utensils.